gonna be a nice day today.
The kind that makes you want to get away. So,
we're gonna come through for you.
You deserve a break, so we're ready for you.
McDonald's is at the centre of a supersized legal claim, with the Union for Fast Food Workers seeking hundreds of millions of dollars in compensation.
The union's alleging that workers right across McDonald's, whether they be in Townsville or Hobart, were all denied their paid 10-minute rest breaks. And that means that there's about 250,000 Australian workers that on every shift as they've rocked up to work for McDonald's would work at least 10 minutes for free for one of the largest corporations in the world.
I was never made aware that there were paid rest breaks. We were allowed to go to the toilet and we were allowed to have a drink of water, but we were never allowed to, go have 10 minutes to ourselves. They just said, oh, we don't really do that here.
It's a very fast-paced environment. You don't really get a lot of downtime. It's non-stop the whole shift.
The union's action covers nearly 1,000 current and former McDonald's sites, saying more than 250,000 workers, almost 2% of Australia's workforce, are owed $250 million compensation.
They are big enough to get this right. They know how to get the right special sauce. They know how to make sure there's a sesame seed bun. They can also make sure they're paying workers correctly. And it's not on for the largest employer of young Australians to mislead its workforce. McDonald's need to step forward here and fix this. It shouldn't take 16 federal court actions for workers to get their entitlements.
An Adelaide company that owns 20 supermarkets across regional SA has been accused of widespread and deliberate wage theft by the state's Shop Workers Union. The union has filed a claim against Udunda Farmers Limited in the federal court.
The union is taking Udunda Farmers to the federal court on behalf of 64 current and former employees, alleging that they've been underpaid by over $1 million.
I'm not entirely sure how much I'm owed, to be perfectly clear, but I would have thought it'd be a good amount that I could put towards a home loan.
The Retail Workers Union is calling on the state government to classify retail staff as essential workers, which would give employees greater protection if they were to be abused or even assaulted on the job.
Customers who attack shop workers during their shifts can now be sent to jail for up to 7 years under tough new laws.
85% of retail workers every single year report to us violence and abuse by customers.
These are designed to send a very, very clear message.
Retail workers are not to be assaulted, are not to be abused.
Shocking vision has emerged of a young woman lashing out and spitting at McDonald's staff on Harley Street.
It's disgusting, it's vile, and no worker deserves to be treated like this when they're just doing their job.
The first person charged under tough new laws protecting retail workers and faces a decade behind bars.
It is simply appalling that there are some members of the public that think it's reasonable to treat a fast food worker in this way. We need to have a stronger deterrence here so that customers, people behaving in such a stupid and vile and disgusting way, don't think that they can get away with it.
Win for shoppers in Adelaide's north with a deal done to ban paid parking at Tea Tree Plaza and other centres like it.
Retail workers are not amongst the highest earners. We all know that. And paid parking can make a huge difference in our disposable income.
Just started studying full time and I can't afford it, to be honest.
We don't have an anti-Westfield position. We're just anti the decisions that Westfield have made that are going to hurt South Australians.
Hard-working retail workers who rock up here every single day to put in a fair day's work for a fair day's pay, they don't deserve to be slogged up to $35 a day to park here and do their job. the majority of retail workers today are getting a day off, and that's a good thing. For too long, retail workers have had their rosters and working lives played with